Hello and welcome to TideScape. If you love the untamed beauty of the jungle and dream of bringing that wild, lush magic into your own aquarium, you're in the right place. Today, we're exploring stunning plant inspirations for jungle style aquascapes, perfect for recreating nature's masterpiece right in your living room. Whether you're new to aquascaping or looking for fresh ideas to elevate your underwater jungle, this video is packed with unique tips, plant suggestions, and tricks for achieving wild, natural growth. Stay tuned, because I'll also be sharing essential fertilizer and lighting tips to keep your aquascape thriving. Let's dive in and discover how you can mimic the beauty of the wild, one plant at a time. Imagine standing at the edge of a lush Amazonian riverbank, surrounded by vibrant greenery and subtle hints of red from scattered Ludwigia. In this aquascape, tall Vallisneria and Amazon swords sway gently in the water, creating a sense of flowing movement and natural wildness. Driftwood and root structures are arranged to evoke the feeling of nature's own handiwork, while a hint of diffused sunlight adds warmth and realism to the scene. As you gaze deeper, you'll notice the layers of plants working together to create an immersive jungle effect. Root tabs feed the heavy feeders, ensuring robust growth, while bright, gentle lighting brings out the vivid colors and wild contrasts. This aquascape captures the spirit of the Amazon, inviting viewers to mimic its untamed beauty right in their own home. Step into the heart of a rainforest, where towering Java ferns cling to driftwood, forming an overhead canopy that casts a cool, inviting shade. Beneath this leafy ceiling, Cryptocorin and Anubias thrive in the dim light, while floating Salvinia gently drifts on the surface, completing the layered, tranquil effect. By blending tall and short plants with floating foliage, this design captures the essence of a rainforest's dense, shaded undergrowth. The use of liquid iron ensures lush, healthy greens, and the careful placement of each plant creates a harmonious jungle environment, making it a peaceful retreat for both aquarists and their aquatic inhabitants. Envision a sanctuary where thick forests of Bulbitis Hudalodii and Java fern flourish atop weathered rocks. The scene is wild yet harmonious, with lush undergrowth of pygmy chainsword weaving through the hardscape. The layered greenery gives the impression of a forgotten jungle corner, teeming with life and natural textures. To maintain this rich, green palette, moderate lighting and steady liquid fertilization are key. The interplay between moss, ferns, and carpeting plants offers both complexity and serenity, making this aquascape a true celebration of wild fern diversity and a tranquil escape from the ordinary. Picture a meandering jungle stream where twisted driftwood weaves through dense aquatic plants, creating pockets of mystery and wonder. Java moss and Microsorum trident are draped over the wood, blending seamlessly with rapid-growing Hygrophila polysperma. The wild arrangement mimics the unpredictability of nature itself. A bright LED setup highlights the intricate textures of wood and leaf, while the layered growth of stems and mosses provides both depth and visual intrigue. This aquascape brings the dynamic, tangled look of the wild into your aquarium, turning a simple tank into a living stream bed. Visualize a tangled mass of root-like driftwood dominating your aquascape, providing anchor points for vibrant bucephalandra and a tapestry of mosses. Limnophila sessiliflora fills in the gaps, reaching upwards and adding height and fullness to the scene. The result is a bold yet balanced jungle habitat. With high CO2 and nutrient-rich substrate, each plant flourishes, contributing to the wild, upward growth that defines this look. The overall effect is mysterious and lush, perfect for those seeking to capture the unrefined spirit of the jungle within their aquarium. Tucked into a corner of the tank, thick stands of Hygrophila corymbosa and water wisteria reach for the surface, creating a secluded hideaway reminiscent of an overgrown jungle creek. Hydrocotyle leucocephala creeps across the substrate, weaving a network of delicate leaves and stems. By fertilizing weekly and encouraging a gentle water flow, you maintain the lush, untamed look that sets this design apart. The sense of movement and overgrowth brings to mind a secret creek, teeming with life and possibility just beneath the green canopy. Floating leaves of red tiger lotus create a natural canopy, shading the aquascape beneath and casting playful shadows across a bed of cryptocorin and Java fern. This glade is tranquil and mysterious, offering a place where light and color dance gently through the water. Root tabs feed the lotus, helping it to thrive and maintain its dramatic presence. The combination of moderate lighting and careful plant placement ensures the scene feels balanced and immersive, a true haven inspired by nature's hidden glades. The aquarium floor is transformed into a lush jungle carpet, with Sagittarius subulata and Echinodoros tenalis forming a dense, green tapestry. Scattered leaf litter and slow-growing Bucephalandra add touches of wild authenticity, echoing the natural debris found on a rainforest floor. A nutrient-rich soil substrate ensures robust growth and vibrant foliage. This hidden hideaway invites fish to explore and seek shelter, turning the tank's base into a living, breathing ecosystem that feels both wild and welcoming. Tall, willowy stands of Limnophila aquatica and Rhodala wallichii create gentle overhangs that evoke a peaceful jungle grove. Beneath these leafy curtains, crypts flourish in the cool shade, their colors deepened by the soft, filtered light. This aquascape brings together vertical and horizontal layers, mimicking the calm, sheltered feeling of a willow grove by the water. Warm, soft-spectrum lighting enhances the tranquil effect, drawing the eye to the delicate play of shadows and movement among the plants. Towering Amazon swords and jungle val reach toward the surface, creating a vertical jungle skyline. Java moss and dwarf hairgrass nestle at the base, filling out the thicket and grounding the tall, striking foliage above. Indirect bright light ensures the plants grow lush but not leggy, highlighting their emerald tones. The interplay of height and ground cover captures the layered complexity of the wild, making the aquascape feel both expansive and intimately natural. Moss-covered rocks and driftwood serve as ancient relics in this aquascape, draped in velvety green and surrounded by ferns and Cryptocorin wentii. The effect is one of timelessness, as if these ruins have long been claimed by the wild. Steady doses of liquid carbon and moderate lighting preserve the deep green hues and mysterious atmosphere. This design turns a simple aquarium into a forgotten jungle ruin, inviting discovery at every glance. Imagine a lagoon hidden deep in the jungle, where dense stands of Bacopa caroliniana and Ludwigia repens thrive in the dappled light. Floating frog-bit drifts above, casting shifting shadows that add depth and intrigue to the scene. Root taps and trace nutrients feed the lush, bushy plants, while the floating layer creates a sense of enclosure and tranquility. This aquascape is perfect for those who want to bring the serenity and allure of a secret jungle lagoon into their home. A dramatic wall of tangled roots and wood forms the backdrop of this aquascape, adorned with Anubias barteri and bulbitis that flourish in the nooks and crannies. Liliopsis brasiliensis spreads along the bottom, softening the scene and adding vibrant green touches. With CO2 injection and strategic planting, the roots become alive with wild clusters of growth. This design is ideal for showcasing the raw beauty and complexity of a jungle's tangled foundation, where life springs from every available surface. A meandering sand path winds through thick clusters of Hygrophila pinnatophyta and Rhodala rotundifolia, leading the eye into the depths of the aquascape. This jungle-inspired trail is bordered by rich greens and reds, creating striking color contrasts. Strong, color-enhancing lights make each plant stand out, while careful placement of hardscape and stems adds depth. The scene draws viewers in, inviting them to wander through a sunken jungle just waiting to be explored. Layered ferns tower at the back, while short, broad-leaved plants fill the foreground, all bathed in a gentle blue-tinted light. This aquascape captures the magical feeling of twilight in the jungle, where everything is hushed and tranquil. Regular fertilization keeps the foliage robust, and the interplay of light and shadow brings out the unique textures of each plant. The overall effect is peaceful and enchanting, making the aquarium a perfect spot to relax and reflect. At the forest's edge, tall Vallisneria rises toward the surface while a floating mat of water lettuce casts playful shadows below. Java moss and crypt parva anchor the foreground, creating a natural buffer between light and shadow. A gentle bubbler adds movement and oxygen, mimicking the dynamic conditions found at a wild water's edge. The layers of plant life blend seamlessly, forming a lush transition zone that teems with subtle activity. fine mist hovers above the water, evoking the humid atmosphere of a tropical jungle. Below, Nymphea lotus and Bacopa munieri reach for the light, their vibrant leaves softened by the gentle haze. Liquid fertilizers and high-output lighting encourage explosive growth, giving the tank a lush, vigorous appearance. The combination of visual mist and bold planting transports viewers straight into a tropical realm, rich with life and energy. Dense stems of Hygrophila deformis and water sprite form the backdrop, transitioning seamlessly into a lush carpet of dwarf baby tears and hairgrass up front. This aquascape replicates the lively undergrowth found along a riverbank, where light and nutrients are abundant. Root tabs provide the foundation for rapid growth, ensuring the plants fill out every inch of space. The layered arrangement captures the chaotic, vibrant energy of the jungle, inviting fish to dart and weave among the foliage. centerpiece of mature driftwood is surrounded by thriving anubias, ferns, and creeping mosses, all resting atop a bed of scattered leaf litter. This aquascape feels like a forgotten refuge, where ancient wood and new life intertwine. Moderate lighting adds a serene, time-worn touch, while the contrast of soft leaves and hardwood tells a story of resilience and renewal. It's a space that beckons both contemplation and exploration, making it ideal for those who love a sense of history in their tanks. Cascading greenery tumbles down from tall rhodala and bacopa, creating a sense of movement and vitality. The wild, layered planting feels spontaneous, like a piece of nature allowed to flourish unchecked. High light and regular liquid fertilizer bring out the best in each plant, ensuring a vibrant color palette. The sense of upward and outward motion in this aquascape captures the true spirit of the jungle, where every plant competes for light and space. Thick stands of Amazon swords and Aponogeton crispus form the heart of this aquascape, their bold leaves rising toward the surface. Floating pistia provides overhead shade, echoing the natural cover found in the wild Amazon. A deep substrate and root tabs help sustain the lush, bushy growth, making this aquascape a true Amazonian retreat. The layering of tall and floating plants creates visual depth and invites viewers to lose themselves in its green embrace. Overhanging driftwood is transformed into a canopy of ferns and mosses that drape downward, softening the hardscape and casting dappled shadows below. Swords and valves fill out the lower regions, anchoring the scene with wild, dense planting. Bright, adjustable LED lighting adds depth and highlights the lush overgrowth. The interplay between shadow and light captures the immersive experience of walking beneath a jungle overhang, where life thrives in every crevice. Mangrove-style roots stretch across the aquascape, providing a striking framework for Java fern and cribs to thrive. A sandy substrate echoes the look of a flooded forest, while floating plants add complexity above. Monthly root tab dosing keeps the planting robust, and the wild, sprawling roots offer both visual interest and shelter for aquatic life. The scene is reminiscent of a tidal mangrove, teeming with energy and possibility. Mosses and ferns form a verdant archway, creating a cave-like effect that feels both cozy and mysterious. Echinodorus vesuvius adds texture and movement, completing the tranquil underwater grotto. Low lighting keeps the atmosphere intimate, enhancing the rich, deep greens of the foliage. This aquascape provides a perfect sanctuary for shy fish, as well as a calming visual retreat for its owner. floating Amazon frogbit creates a delicate green ceiling, under which Ludwigia and Limnophila thrive in the darker substrate below. The mix of floating and submerged plants adds depth and richness, mimicking a wild pond's layered complexity. Liquid fertilizers and moderate light keep the scene vibrant and full of life. This aquascape invites viewers to linger, enjoying the interplay of light, shadow, and lush plant growth reminiscent of a peaceful jungle pond. A secluded cove bursts with bulbitis and Java fern, their deep green fronds interwoven with flashes of red from crypts. The layering of different leaf shapes and textures creates a feeling of discovery and depth. All-in-one fertilizers support robust growth, while lower lighting brings out the rich, saturated tones of the plants. This hidden corner of the jungle is a reminder that even the smallest spaces can be transformed into living works of art. Vallisneria and Echinodoris line the edges of the tank, swaying gently in a current that mimics a wild riverbank. Süßwassertang adds a unique, textured element, blending seamlessly with the other greens. A wavemaker and supplemental CO2 encourage healthy, natural movement and lush growth. The effect is one of serene dynamism, inviting viewers to experience the calming, ever-changing landscape of a jungle river. Dried catappa leaves blanket the substrate, adding a sense of realism and history to the aquascape. Slow-growing Bucephalandra, Anubias, and mosses thrive in the subdued light, creating a rich jungle floor. Minimal lighting evokes the dim conditions of a forest undergrowth, while the leaf litter provides both shelter and nutrients for fish and shrimp. This design is a tribute to the quieter, more hidden aspects of the jungle ecosystem. A dense upper layer of floating water lettuce and redroot floaters forms a wild canopy, filtering the light that reaches the Ravala and Bacopa below. The multi-tiered arrangement adds visual interest and complexity. Comprehensive fertilization keeps the growth lush and vibrant, while the contrasting heights evoke the feeling of being surrounded by thick, untamed jungle. This aquascape brings a touch of wild exuberance to any room. An open clearing of dwarf Sagittaria forms a bright green carpet, ringed by tall jungle val and ravala that mimic the shelter of trees. A spotlight-style light creates the effect of sunbeams piercing the canopy. This blend of openness and enclosure captures the delicate balance found in a natural glade, where light and life flourish side by side. The aquascape offers a peaceful spot for both fish and viewers to bask in the gentle glow of a sunlit jungle. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the best plans for jungle style aquascapes. I hope these ideas have inspired you to create your own vibrant, untamed underwater world. Remember, the key to a thriving jungle tank is embracing natural growth, choosing the right plants, and giving them the care they need with proper fertilizer and lighting. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to TideScape for more aquascaping inspiration, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Your support means the world to us. Let's keep growing together.